Hello and welcome back to Immigration News and Views. My name is David Nachman. I'm one of the managing attorneys at the Nachman Fawani Zimochek Law Group, also known as the Visa Serve team. And we have offices here in Ridgewood, New Jersey. We have an office in Midtown Manhattan. We also have an affiliated office in Mumbai, India. We also have an affiliated office in Canada. And today what I'd like to talk to you about is the North American Free Trade Agreement, and specifically the TN classification that's given to individuals from Mexico and from Canada who are entering the United States to perform services on a temporary basis as professionals. So what I'd like to do is just let you know how this works. First of all, the North American Free Trade Agreement, of course, is a treaty between the United States, Mexico, and Canada, and what it does is it provides for the smooth flow of goods and also the smooth flow of persons between these various countries. So under what's called Annex 1603D1, there is a list, and it's a fairly comprehensive list of professional positions where individuals who have and meet certain criteria from Mexico and from Canada are allowed to apply directly at the port of entry. For Canadian citizens, they can go directly to the ports of entry or pre-flight clearance. If they're coming in from Toronto, they can go to Pearson International Airport and make an application directly at the port of entry, their pre-flight clearance, for a TN classification. And I refer to TN classification as opposed to TN visa because Canadians, as all of our viewers know, I'm sure, are visa exempt. So we refer to it as classification as opposed to a visa. So who are these people who can come into the United States? Who are these professionals? Well, to just name a few, for example, one would be an accountant, another would be an architect, another would be a computer systems analyst, another would be an economist, another would be an engineer, etc. And another is a graphic designer. That's just a few to list out for you, but generally speaking, what it requires is at least a baccalaureate degree or a licensoriate degree, which is the degree that's given in Canada. And so what you would do is you would take a look at the individual, see what position they're being offered in the United States, and you would ensure that they're coming to perform services in that particular field. So for example, if you have an individual who's coming to the United States who has a job offer, and the question that we get frequently, of course, is what is the period of time? The period of time for which the TN is given is a 3-year duration, and they, again, make that application at the port of entry. Now, if an individual is in the United States and they have a different status, so for example, if you have a Canadian student, so Canadian international students studying in the United States, they probably have F1 status. And what they can do is they can file here in the United States on an I-129 with a TN rider. And what they can do is they can apply for a change of status from F1 to TN. And then, again, what they're doing is they're making this application for TN classification in the United States, and that'll be given to them for 3 years. Now, the important thing for you to understand and know about the TN is it's not like the H-1B insofar as H-1Bs are dual intent. And what do I mean by dual intent? Well, dual intent is a classification or designation that's given to work visas in the United States because they're very powerful and they allow an individual to come to the United States and to desire to stay and also to want to return simultaneously. But not all non-immigrant visas are like that. The TN is not like that. The TN has a pure non-immigrant visa classification. And that's one of the things that our TN clients often ask us is, okay, so I'm now in TN classification in the United States, can I apply for a green card? To which we often respond, well, the problem there is that the TN classification is pure non-immigrant classification. So if you apply for a green card, what you're doing is you're setting up an underlying conflict in the intent of the individual. So what you probably would want to do if you're thinking about the green card is to go from TN, file for a change of status in H-1B, and of course there might be a timing issue there. but you wait until the H-1B cap is open, apply for a change of status from TN to H-1B, and then once you have your H-1B status, that's when you can start to look for the green card. So, I hope that this information has been very helpful to individuals from Canada and Mexico who are seeking entry to the United States as a professional. Again, I encourage you to take a look online at the North American Free Trade Agreement Annex section. It's 1603D1. If you type that into your browser, you'll be able to take a look at the full array of professional positions that individuals can use to get into the United States. Some of them, as I said before, do require a bachelor's degree or a licensoriate degree, and there are a few that don't. And in one of our future videos, we'll be talking a little bit about the use of those various classifications. So with that, thanks very much for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you in one of our next videos. Bye-bye for now.